Yes, you are my dad.
What? No, I can't believe. Elena says something.
What? What do you mean there is a child in my executive hallway? Adrian Vance asked angrily as he stood up from his chair. The whole meeting room went quiet. His assistant looked nervous. Sir, one of the cleaners had to bring her son to work today. Adrian grabbed his jacket and walked quickly toward the door. Find them, now. Outside the meeting room, a little boy sat on the floor drawing rockets on pieces of paper. The boy looked up and smiled. Hi! Adrian stopped. The child looked about 6 years old. Where is your mother? Adrian asked. Making. Where? The boy pointed at a cleaning cart nearby. My mom cleans the shiny floors. Adrian's face became serious. Children were not allowed inside the company building. Rules were rules. He pressed the intercom button. Bring the employee responsible to my office right now. A few minutes later, Elena stood in front of his desk holding her son's hand tightly. I'm sorry, sir, she said quietly. My babysitter had an emergency last night. I couldn't leave him alone, and I couldn't miss work. Adrian kept looking at the papers on his desk. You broke company rules. I understand. You're fired, starting today. The words hit Elena hard. Please, sir. My decision is final. My rent is due this week. I'm not running a charity. Noah looked up at his mother. Mom, are we going home? Elena forced a smile. Everything will be okay. But her voice was shaking. She turned to leave. Then Noah suddenly stopped. He looked at the photo sitting on Adrian's desk. Mom? Elena turned around. What is it? That's the picture from your box. Her heart started beating faster. What picture? The one you cry over sometimes. The room suddenly felt very quiet. Noah pointed at Adrian. That's him. Adrian frowned. What are you talking about? Noah opened his backpack and pulled out an old photo. It slipped from his hand and landed on the desk. Adrian picked it up. He froze. The photo showed a younger Adrian standing beside Elena under cherry blossom trees at university. His arm was around her shoulders. Both of them were smiling. Noah looked up. My mom says my dad was a good man. Adrian slowly looked up. Who is your father? The boy answered immediately. You are. If that surprised you, like the video and tell us in the comments what you think Adrian should do next, because the story is only beginning. Adrian looked at Elena. Tell me he's wrong. She couldn't. Elena? Tears filled her eyes. He's your son. For a few seconds, nobody spoke. Finally, Adrian asked quietly, How old is he? 6. The dates matched. You never contacted me. Elena gave a sad laugh. I tried. You never contacted me. I came to your family home the day I found out I was pregnant. Adrian frowned. I never saw you because your mother met me at the gate. His face changed immediately. What did she say? She told me you never wanted to see me again. That's impossible. She showed me a letter. What letter? The one you supposedly wrote to your fiancé. Adrian froze. My what? Your rich fiancé. Adrian shook his head. I was never engaged. Elena finally looked directly at him. Then someone lied to both of us. Adrian spent the whole night looking at the old photograph. 6 years, 6 birthdays, 6 Christmas mornings, 6 years he could never get back. His phone rang. It was his mother. Your assistant said you left work early. We need to talk, Adrian said. There was a short pause. About what? About Elena. Silence. The kind of silence that gives you the answer before anyone speaks. You found her. You knew where she was all these years? Adrian asked. I did what I thought was best. You took my son away from me. I protected your future. You destroyed it. Adrian ended the call. The next morning, he stood outside Elena's apartment holding breakfast. She opened the door a little. What are you doing here? I don't know how to be a father. Elena looked at him quietly. Neither did I. Adrian took a deep breath. Can I try? Before Elena could answer, Noah appeared behind her. Is that pancakes? Adrian smiled. Chocolate chip pancakes. Noah's eyes lit up. Mom, I vote yes. For the first time in years, Elena laughed. A real laugh, Adrian noticed immediately. So that's what your smile looks like now. Elena looked away. You lost the right to notice things about me a long time ago. I know. There were no excuses in his voice, only regret. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. A woman wearing expensive clothes walked inside without waiting. Adrian, your phone is off and... She stopped talking. Her eyes moved to Elena, then Noah, then the pancakes on the table. Who are they? Adrian took a deep breath. My family. The color disappeared from her face. What did you say? You heard me. She forced a laugh. This isn't funny. I'm not joking, Victoria. Her face changed immediately. You're leaving our engagement for a cleaner. Elena quickly stood up. We should go. No, Adrian said. Victoria looked at him in shock. You're choosing them? I'm choosing the truth.
Victoria slammed the apartment door so hard that the walls shook. This isn't over, she said before leaving. Noah looked at Adrian and Elena. She looks angry. Very good observation, Adrian said quietly. Over the next few weeks, Adrian tried to become part of Noah's life. He went to Noah's football practice. He helped him with his homework. He learned multiplication tables all over again. He even missed 3 business meetings because Noah decided dinosaurs were more important. To be fair, Noah made some very good points. One evening, Adrian arrived with the newest gaming console. Noah looked at the box. Can I ask you something? Anything. Are you buying me presents because you're rich or because you're scared? Adrian blinked. What? Noah looked serious. Mom says scared people sometimes use money instead of words. Elena almost choked on her coffee. Adrian laughed. Your mother is dangerous. Noah nodded. Very dangerous. Adrian placed the gift on the table. You're right. The boy waited for him to continue. I'm scared that you'll never forgive me. Noah shrugged. You didn't know about me. I should have known. You can't find something if someone hides it from you. Adrian looked at him quietly. Children really did see things differently. Then another problem arrived. Victoria told the media everything. The next morning, newspapers and websites all carried the same story. Billionaire CEO hides secret child. Investors became worried. The company directors wanted answers. During an emergency meeting, one director stood up. Sir, maybe it would be better if you stayed away from this scandal. Adrian slowly stood up from his chair. Did you just call my son a scandal? The room became silent. No, sir, that's not what I meant. My answer is no. You may lose investors. Then we lose investors. You may lose money. Adrian smiled. I already lost 6 years. He paused. Money doesn't scare me anymore. That night, Noah found him sitting alone. Dad? Yeah? Are we ruining your company?" Adrian, shocked, "Never say that again." But people online are saying. Adrian knelt in front of him. "Listen carefully." Noah looked at him. "You are the best thing that ever happened to me." The boy smiled. "Even better than the helicopter?" Adrian laughed. "Much better than the helicopter." 3 months later, the company held its yearly celebration. Hundreds of employees filled the ballroom. Adrian walked onto the stage. "For many years, I thought success meant making money." Everyone listened quietly. "I thought money could fix everything." Then he looked at Elena and Noah. "I was wrong." Suddenly, the big screen behind him changed. The old photograph appeared. Young Adrian, young Elena, cherry blossom trees, dreams, a future that never happened. People in the room started whispering. "3 months ago, I fired a cleaner because she brought her son to work." Employees looked at each other nervously. "A few minutes later, that little boy changed my life forever." Noah held Elena's hand tightly. Adrian smiled at him. "He called me Dad." The room became quiet. Adrian raised his hand, and he was right. He stepped down from the stage and walked towards them. "I spent years building businesses." Another step. "I spent years making money." Another step. "And without knowing it, I spent years pushing people away." He stopped in front of Noah. "But this little boy changed everything in one afternoon." Noah hugged him. Everyone started clapping. Then another person stood up. Adrian's mother. Tears filled her eyes. "I'm sorry." The room became silent again. She looked at Elena. "I thought money would protect my son." Then she looked at Noah. "But instead I hurt my grandson." Noah looked at Adrian. "What should I say?" Adrian smiled softly. "Say whatever your heart wants to say." Noah walked over and hugged her. The older woman started crying. Later that night, the 3 of them stood outside the building where everything began. Noah looked up at the tall building. "You know something funny?" "What?" Adrian asked. "You fired Mom here." "That's true. And you found your family here too." Adrian laughed. "I guess life can be strange sometimes." Noah smiled. "So can we ride in the helicopter now?" Elena rolled her eyes. "There it is." Adrian laughed. "Absolutely." As they walked away together, Adrian looked down at the little boy beside him and understood something that all his money had never taught him. The greatest investment of his life would never be in business. It would never be in technology, and it would never be in money. It would be in the little boy who changed his life with 4 simple words. "You are my dad." If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more emotional stories, and tell us in the comments. If you were Adrian, what would you have done after discovering the truth?